Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis, and Evil Levante is back in the Spooky Tower. You've got a new sniper rifle that you can earn. The quest actually gives you a damn near perfect one. You've got some event challenges, some mask ornaments, and other things to acquire. So let me go through everything in this video guide for you, and let's get started basically with the most important part that you're going to have to focus on, and that's your pages and what the pages are converted into. Now, the way this works is you're going to come up, talk to Evil Levante. She's going to give you your basic quest. She'll give you a little candy, and then she's going to introduce you to Spectral pages. Basically what these are pages that are illegible, and then when you actually convert them, they are manifested pages, and you go put them in the book right next to her. The book is literally like right here. So if you're looking for the book, here's Eva, here's the book. Trust me, I missed it once or twice, don't. Now, Spectral pages are fairly easy to acquire. Acquired by completing activities while wearing a Festival of the Lost mask. She's going to give you one of these masks. Pretty simple, it's going to drop at your level. Mine actually dropped at 1580 since I'm 1580. I leveled it up to 7 energy just so I could mess with a couple of mods, but honestly, if it's 3 energy, that's probably all you need, so it's not really required. You can put any of your old ornaments you want on it, that's totally fine. Up to you who you want to look like. It's a mask. The biggest thing I can tell you is leave the mask on. The mask is the only way, if the mask is equipped, to acquire Spectral pages and candy. You need like 35,000 of this, so leave it on, but also the Spectral pages. So make sure you just leave the mask on until you are done with the event, or at least done with the pages, but honestly until you are done with the event, because you're still going to need to earn candy probably as long as possible, so just leave the mask on for a while. Now, if you're going to go run a Master Raid or Grandmaster Nightfall, yeah, go run your optimal stuff. But other than that, mask, leave it on. Now, multiple places where you can earn the Spectral pages. But before I do that, I want to cover something with you guys. Just like before, we have event challenges. All of these things up here. And we've got your upgraded event card. Remember, you can wait until the final day of the event to upgrade the event card, so you don't have to spend the 1,000 silver until you know if you get to accomplish all of it. Remember, if you buy the 1,000 silver, you instantly unlock these, and then your challenges give you the little event tickets, and you use those tickets to buy the rest of the cosmetics. If you don't care about the cosmetics, you don't have to spend a dime. Everything else is going to be free. But the idea is you've got challenges, which I'll go through a couple of the others here a little bit later, and you need to complete ritual activities, strikes, crucible matches, and gambit matches. You need to complete crucible or gambit matches while wearing a festival mask. Complete Vanguard Ops or Catch Crash. All of these are pretty basic activities, and you need to do those. Now, the reason I say that is because if you're looking to earn the Spectral pages, I will tell you until it is patched, the absolute fastest way is to come down here to the classic campaign, replay missions, and then you can go run investigation. Now, if you have multiple people, yeah, you could trade checkpoints at the final end part, make it really fast. Even if you're solo, though, I literally threw on Gjallarhorn and a couple basic weapons to kill ads, and then when it came to the final section, I shot the 3 big guys, took care of the boss, popped a super, killed the other 2 guys. I could finish this thing in 7 minutes by myself. So it is still the absolute fastest because this will drop 9 to 10 pages every run. And at 7 minutes, nothing comes close. I promise you. Now, that's going to get you a lot of pages, but this is not going to count towards those things I was telling you because you need to run strikes or one of them is Catch Crash, but I would recommend strikes because honestly, if you run Catch Crash, it doesn't count towards your ritual activities playlist. So you may as well run strikes, which will get you Vanguard Ops, about 4 to 5. Pretty easy. You got modifiers. They go pretty smooth. 4 to 5 pages. Gambit, probably 4 pages. I think Crucible, this might be 4 or 5. Rumble might be 3. So just experiment. But again, anywhere between about 4 or 5 pages. Now, you need to run at least 15 for a couple of those triumphs between Crucible matches and strikes and Gambit. So if you run 15, and even if you just get 4, that's 60 pages already. Then, if you still need to run more of those activities, you might need to run a few more. You might end up at like 100, 120 pages that you've earned by doing basic stuff. Now, if you get to the point where your seasonal challenges, these things are like done, where you've done your Vanguard Ops, you've done your Crucible and Gambit, and this one is completed and you're like, I still don't have all of my pages done yet, then I fully recommend going to do the investigation mission, because you could do public event trade. You could like, hey, let me knock this public event out. That'll be 2 to 3. Then you can go here. That'll be the next one. You gotta wait for it to spawn. If this one's so fast that you kill it too quick, you'll be waiting around. And again, that's 2 to 3. The investigation mission, not even cheating the checkpoint thing, just starting it over fresh and running it as a solo player, I did it in about 7 minutes. It's fast, and it drops 9 to 10. If you were unlucky on the public events, that would be 5 public events. You're not going to run 5 public events in 7 minutes. You would have to be on a perfect streak to probably pull that off. So my recommendation for the Spectral pages, run all of these until you knock all of those challenges out. Then when you're done with those, then switch over to, you know, investigation, or if you want to mix it up, public events, whatever. But that's the key. Now, the cap on the Spectral pages, these guys right here, 75. When you hit or near 75, make sure then you go run the actual thing that we're doing. And that is the Haunted Sectors playlist. Now, this is very simple. You run into a lost sector with multiple people, you kill everything. Every so often, there's a circle on the ground that you stand in. When you stand in that circle, you summon a big pumpkin, a purple pumpkin-headed guy, and you kill it. They die pretty fast. Now, you have like 4 minutes to do this. Most decent groups are going to burn through this thing faster than 4 minutes. So when you kill the 10 headless ones, is what they're called, you're going to be twiddling your thumbs until the timer is out. Now, this is a bug from last season. I'm honestly, like, kind of upset that it's not. I don't know if it's a bug. It should not be a thing, is basically what you should not have to wait for a timer to run out while doing 0 things. There are no enemies spawning, nothing to do. You're just waiting on a timer. That should not be a thing. Mini rants aside, once the timer is done, boss spawns. It has a shield. How do you break the shield? Go find another summoning circle to stand in. Now when you kill the big headless pumpkin purple guy, he drops pumpkin bombs, little green guys. Chunk those at the boss, break the shield, do damage, rinse and repeat, and you're good to go. When you are done with the Haunted Lost Sector, you are going to get anywhere from probably 10 to 12 manifested pages, because you get 10 from the first set of pumpkin guys that you kill, and then during the boss phase you might get 1 or 2 or 3 extra, who knows. The manifested pages you bring right over here to the book, and these you bring in here. Now these first couple require 2, then it bumps up to 5, and then you get to where some of these require 9. Altogether it's 194 pages, and they are 1-to-1, so you need 194 Spectral pages, and then those you're going to need to convert into manifested pages. So if you take on average, you get 11. You get the 10 normal, and maybe you get 1 bonus guy during there. 194 divided by 11 is 17.63. So that means you need to run the Haunted Sector 17 times to complete the book. But guess what? When you come up here to the Festival of the Lost, complete the Haunted Sector playlist 35 times. If you want to complete all of the event challenges, you're going to run this thing more than you know what to do with. So you're going to have no problem completing some of these other challenges, like defeat headless ones. You need to do 100. You're going to run the activity 15 times. So I hope, or 35 times. I hope so. Candy, 17,500. If you play the game over the next 3 weeks, you're going to be seeing some candy. Just leave the mask on. Complete activities. You need to do each Haunted Lost Sector 3 times. Over the course of about 35 of these, statistically, you're probably about to see these pop up. And then the epic mystery grab bag from Eva. Just make sure when you get candy and you spend it, you can only spend it on 2 things. You can spend it either on the mystery grab bag or the epic mystery grab bag. You need to buy 3 of these for the challenge. So please make sure you buy the 3 epic ones first, and then you can do whatever you want with your candy. That doesn't bother me. Now, you need to defeat combatants with sniper rifles, defeat combatants with pulse rifles, defeat combatants with auto rifles, and then defeat combatants with arc. My recommendation, put an auto rifle on. Put on an arc pulse rifle. If you don't have Insidious, go and check your vault and see if you have another arc pulse rifle. Now, what will that include? There's not a lot of them. You got Darkest Before. That's going to be 1. And you've also got the GN7. That's going to be another one. Horror's Least. That's another one. Any of those, and then also Insidious, which I've got on. And then finally, you need to shoot stuff with a sniper rifle because, you know, it's all themed on the sniper rifle. Go pull out Darcy, put it in your heavy slot. That way you're doing auto rifle, arc and pulse, arc and sniper, and then arc. And then go do all that stuff that I mentioned, strikes, crucible, gambit. They may not be your favorite weapons in PvP, but you're still going to be making progress on the stuff that you need to kill. That's the goal. Be as efficient as possible at all of these things. These first 3 little triumphs are all about all the manifested pages that you put in the book. That'll just take you time. All of these we just covered. These are your weapons. Arc, auto, sniper. And again, these are what you're going to earn. You're going to earn the Machabre sniper rifle, Jurassic Green pulse rifle, whether it's the Braytech Werewolf or the Horror Story auto rifle. Those are the weapons that can drop when you run the Haunted Lost Sectors. So even if you are done with all of this stuff, and it does ask you to complete 35 Haunted Lost Sectors, if you're farming for god rolls on some of these things, every time I run a Haunted Lost Sector, I seem to get 2 weapons. So odds are you're going to see quite a few weapons come through, likely see some god rolls. The Jurassic Green Pulse Rifle, this thing can drop with Incandescent. Can also drop with Golden Tricorn. Couple fun perks there. When you do the quest with Ava Levante, she gives you an opening shot, snapshot sights, Machabre sniper rifle. Save it, keep it, lock it, put it in the vault. Hold on to that thing. Even if you're not a PvP sniper, it's damn near a god roll. Keep it. You never know. And then for Horror's Least and Braytech Werewolf, I haven't looked through all those perks yet, but they all actually have a new origin trait on them, which helps basically when you're playing by yourself. So it's actually kind of a good thing depending on what you're doing. But again, you got to run strikes, crucible matches, and gambit. So even over here, Vanguard Ops or Catch Crash. Go do Vanguard Ops because that's helping this. Crucible matches or gambit, do whichever ones you want. I wouldn't run Catch Crash here because you're not making any progress here. And then finally, do all the challenges and get some really good upgrade materials like a shard and alloy for doing it all. Now, if you don't want to participate in the event, I totally get it, but you got some pretty good loot here with all of these guns. You got some fun masks, and then if you do all of these, you can upgrade your event card and get yourself some nice snazzy cosmetics. So, not too shabby in general. I know I went a little bit fast there, but I think that covers it. Candy, leave your mask on the entire time. Just leave it on until you are done with this event, until you are completely finished. Spectral pages, you are going to earn these in activities. My recommendation, do all the strikes, crucible matches, and gambit, all that you need to do to satisfy your challenges. When you are done with those, and if you just want to farm pages, yeah, go do investigation. And if you can farm it solo, then it's still only about 7 minutes. If you have a group trading the checkpoint, it's crazy fast at that point too. Once you get up to or near 75 pages, which is the cap of Spectral, then you need to go do some Haunted Lost Sectors. Turn those Spectral pages into manifested pages. While you're doing those Haunted Lost Sectors, you're going to be getting a lot of weapon drops. So check the rolls. Incandescent, Golden Tricorn. Hold on to the God roll, but you got some good options here. These two, see what you get. And take all those manifested pages, put them over here. That's generally the event. Now, for cosmetics, we got some fun ones, but the main one I do want to show you guys, these are the armor pieces we've got. So you got the Titan armor, and I'm biased. This is literally just Gundam straight up. I'm not even like an anime guy. It's for my brother, honestly. But yeah, the Gundam armor is legit. They did a great job for a Titan. I can understand if some of you guys voted for Monster. I get it. For the Titan, I didn't love the Monster armor, though, so that's why I went Robot on this one. I'm in the tower, so it's just really slow load times. But you've got Titan, Warlock, Hunter armor. You've got some cool cosmetics in here. You got some fun ornaments going on. You have an absolutely ridiculous Sparrow in the, like, Star Horse's Sparrow that looks like it shoots glitter. Like, they went really hard on some of these ornaments, and come on. Like, you guys, this is hilarious stuff in here. So if you want some fun cosmetics, Festival of the Lost went hard on those, but the Gundam armor is the main theme. But that's the general idea. It's not like a ridiculous loop. Strikes, Crucible, Gambit, knock all those out. Oh, and one more thing. This tree here, and then there's also a tree over by Ikora in this section of the tower. There's some candy up in the tree. See those little glowing motes in the tree? Go jump up in the tree and you'll get like 500-600 candy or whatever it is up there. Definitely worth the trip. So that's the event. Go do random activities for Spectral pages. Take those Spectral pages in here, get yourself some guns, get yourself some manifested pages. And while you're doing all that, use auto rifles, pulse rifles, sniper rifles, and arc. And you'll likely accomplish most of what you need to do. Bring your manifested pages in here, plop them into the book. And when this thing's all done, then you can just farm the activity for weapons to your heart's content. You can go into this activity with absolutely 0 pages, and when you finish it, you still should see 1 to 2 weapons drop every time. They're going to be throwing them at you. So that's what we got going on for a few weeks. That's the general guide. Hopefully that kind of sums it up. If I forgot anything major, I will probably do a separate video over multiple things for this event, but for now, that's my recommendation. Yes, investigation is fast and trading the checkpoint is very quick, but in general, you got a lot of other things to do first, so it's my recommendation, do those things first. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like below, leave a comment if you've got questions, thoughts, any piece of the event that I didn't cover that you have a question over, put that in the comments, or even if you just want to say hello. If you want to find me on Twitch or Twitter, it is Ebontis on both of those, right here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you want to support me for absolutely free, which is great. Hit that alert bell, helps my videos in the future make it to you. And if you want to support a little extra, Patreon or YouTube membership, those are nice ways to do it. Thank you for all of those who do that. All of you are fantastic, though. Have a great one, and I'll see you soon.